Hello, everyone. My name is Lacey Boxall, and I will serve as the moderator for today's debate. My teammates are Felicia Jansen, Isabel Kang, Dan Kulik, and Mike Reed. We will be discussing zero-tolerance policies in schools and school-wide positive behavior support plans will be discussed as an alternative practice. We'll discuss the ethical and practical aspects of each policy in a formal debate structure. I will serve as the stater, and Dan will serve as both the provider and the attacker for the zero-tolerance side. The school-wide positive behavior support side will consist of Felicia Jansen serving as the stater and Mike Reed as the provider and Isabel Kang as the attacker. I will now provide you with an overview of zero-tolerance policies in schools. West's Encyclopedia of American Law defines zero tolerance as the policy of applying law or penalties to even minor infringements of a code in order to reinforce its overall importance and enhance deterrence. The Gun-Free Schools Act of 1994 was passed to ensure the safety of America's youth while they attend school. The Act states that each state receiving federal funds under any subchapter of this chapter shall have in effect a state law requiring educational agencies to expel from school for a period of not less than 1 year a student who is determined to have brought a firearm to school or have possessed a firearm at school under the jurisdiction of local educational agencies in that state. Since that time, many schools have adopted zero-tolerance policies to go beyond expelling children who bring firearms to school. Policies have been extended to address violence, threats of violence, drug use, bullying, sexual harassment, and other behaviors that have been found to hinder the learning experience and decrease safety in schools. While zero-tolerance policies may seem harsh, the purpose is to ensure the safety, so strict guidelines are necessary. Surveys conducted by the CDC found in 2014 approximately 9% of public school teachers had received threats from students, and 5% had been physically attacked by a student. The CDC also stated that 20.2% of students who were surveyed reported that they had been victims of bullying over the past year. This behavior is not conducive to a productive learning environment and must be addressed quickly and consistently. This allows schools to prevent further violence by removing the students who engage in these behaviors before more serious infractions are committed. Beyond the threats of physical harm, psychological harm can result from an unsafe learning environment. According to the CDC, exposure to youth violence and school violence can lead to a wide array of negative health behaviors and outcomes, including alcohol and drug use, suicide, depression and anxiety, and many other psychological problems, including fear, can also result from violence. It is unethical to expose our children to unsafe environments that could result in lifelong issues. The National Center for Educational Statistics, or NCES, provides us with information regarding the safety of the school systems since the implementation of the Gun-Free School Act of 1994. Their findings suggest that zero-tolerance policies correlate with an overall decrease in victimization in schools. These graphs, I will show you now, illustrate their findings. Zero-tolerance policies have effectively reduced the percentage of student victimizations at school. This includes violent and serious violent victimizations. As you see, the percentages of students who have been victims of theft has also gone down significantly since the increase in the implementation of zero-tolerance policies. I believe that this is because zero-tolerance policies provide students with clear expectations, as well as clearly defined consequences for their behavior. We can't expect young children to make sound judgments without clearly defining expectations that are set for them. Students are deterred from ever violating these policies because they know exactly what the clear consequence is and that it will be applied to them. Zero-tolerance policies ensure that all students are treated equally and held to the same standard. When any violation of the school policy is made by a student, the consequence is universal, regardless of the circumstance. This prevents any claims of favoritism and ensures that there's fair treatment of all students. Felicia will now tell you about positive behavior supports.
Hi everyone, I'm Felicia and I'm the stater for school-wide positive behavioral support. I am going to start off by giving a little background information on the intervention. So what is school-wide positive behavioral support and how did the intervention come about? Although initially established to disseminate evidence-based behavioral interventions for students with behavior disorders, the National TA Center on PBIS shifted focus to the school-wide behavior support of all students and an emphasis on implementation practices and systems. As a result, school-wide positive behavior support is defined as a framework for enhancing the adoption and implementation of a continuum of evidence-based intervention to achieve academically and behaviorally important outcomes for all students. School-wide positive behavior support is a proactive approach to establishing the behavioral supports and social culture needed for all students to achieve social, emotional, and academic success. Attention is focused on creating and sustaining 3 tiers. These 3 tiers are the primary, secondary, and tertiary systems of support. The following diagram illustrates the multi-level approach offered to students. Guys, I'm sorry my screen share won't work.
Do you need help?
Yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
It worked the first time I did it, and now it's, every time I click on it, nothing happens. I don't know if it's like, oh, it says error, that's not found. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No, it's okay. It's not your fault.
Let me see. I don't know, maybe it's open before.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was you.
Yeah. Maybe when I look.
I'm just practicing mine.
You're fine.
Yeah, no, nothing pops up. Like the first time I tried it, it popped up right away. Now it's not working.
I don't know.
I know.
That's weird.
Well, and someone else can't do it because then it'll still focus on the person who's talking.
Does it only work for the person who's, let me see.
Yeah, like it
Oh.
shows whoever's screen is talking. So
Okay, let me try. Yeah, so weird.
Are you getting the same error message?
Yeah, it just says error. Hasn't left.
that's weird.
The posted URL is not found on this server. That's all we know. Thanks, Google.
Do you want to exit and then I can?
Yeah, will that mess it all up? I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay.
No,
Better to
I mean,
figure
it's
it
good that
out
we're
than like
practicing.
when we were almost done or something.
I know.
We were still like close to the
I
beginning.
promise this is the only one I have in here too. Yeah, is that okay if I exit? Let me try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually thankful. I'm thankful that she wasn't like the last person to go.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, could you imagine?
I would have cried.
All right.
Jansen. I think that's her.
I don't think mine flowed super well when I had to like stop to get it, but I don't think that we're really gonna like totally be able to avoid that. You know, like I'm gonna have to like pause for a second to
Yeah.
pull it up.
Oh, Lacey, one thing I noticed was that I think you said provider instead of prover.
Oh, I did. Thank you.
Wait, Lacey or Felicia?
Oh.
Lacey.
Oh, sorry. I was like, I would be surprised if I said something wrong.
In the introduction, I think you said provider.
Yeah, I said provider. Good catch.
Okay, now it worked. It worked
Okay.
again.
Cool.
I wanna make
I mean,
sure.
we're still
I hope it doesn't
broadcasting, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to just leave off where you started, or do we want to start all over again?
I say let's start over, and that way if we do get all the way through, we can just use that
Ah, true that. Okay.
to like end this one and start recording again.
Okay. Let me stop this broadcast then.